Right. Welcome to my biodigester plant. But before I say anything about the biodigester, I want to say that in my life, I can summarize my life in about 5 major phases of excitement. So if you want, I've only been excited in my life for five times. The first time was probably when I came to St. David's. That was a big change in my life. So there was a lot of excitement there. Then the next phase was when I got the opportunity to go to university in Liverpool in 94, sorry. I really got excited, so that was a major phase in my life. Then maybe the third one is when I graduated, because in my life I never thought I would, I'd get a degree, and I got a good degree, a 2:1. That was very exciting. And then when I came back, I got married. That was another excitement that I got in my life. Then before that, actually, before the university, there was another major phase whereby I managed to build my mother a small house in Kampala. It was my first experience. So moving from where we were renting a room to a place that we could call home, that was another big thing in my life. But that happened between St. David's and university, so a bit mixed up there. And then when I got married, I got excited. I'm a married man now. And then I got into the biogas. So the fact that I created fire for the first time was really an exciting moment. And I remember testing this thing in the kitchen, and to see it work was really exciting. But what prompted me to do the biodigester thing resulted from the very fact that I was paying a lot of money at the center. As you can imagine, on a monthly basis I pay 400,000 on electricity, and that's not really sustainable. So I started doing the research to see how I could reduce the bills. So I looked at solar energy, but solar energy was only offering lights and charging phones, but I couldn't really cook on solar energy. And in Africa, the major challenge is how you get food on table. So the process of preparing food, cooking it, takes hours. And if you spend 6 hours preparing food, you almost have no time left for anything else. Our mothers and young ladies mainly do the cooking, so they don't really have enough time to do anything else. So I was thinking if I could develop a technology whereby women and young girls can only spend an hour or put whatever they need to cook on a stove and then sit back and do something more useful, that would completely change life in Africa. So I looked at solar energy. The option of cooking, which is the major aspect, wasn't there. To be able to cook on solar energy, you would need to spend about 20 million. It would be about 20 million of investment. And I don't think you can even cook for 2 hours on solar energy. So I just had to put that option aside. And then I looked at wind energy. In many parts of Uganda, you really can't use wind energy. Electricity is very expensive, and in some areas it's not accessible. So here many people wouldn't have electricity, wouldn't have access to it. So that wasn't an option.